We're outside the Headmistress office. It's freezing.
Mudgie, hold position. I'm picking up a rhythmic banging on the audio sensor. It sounds like a ruler hitting a desk. Whack, whack, whack. I didn't do it. I'm standing still. He knows we're late. What was that? Ah!
We are those
Otters.
Welcome to the Season 3 finale of the Ghost Otter. Behind me is Ashford Manor. Legend says Headmistress Ashford never left. She still enforces the rules. No running, no shouting, and absolutely no eating in class.
Well, technically I'm outside class. So... Actually, I've set up motion detectors in the hallway. If you so much as chew too loud, the decimal meter will trigger. I'll be watching everything from here. Think of me as the hall monitor. I've read her journal. She just wanted order. If we show respect, maybe she'll talk to us.
Or she'll give us detention. Let's go. Flash, are we clear?
Clear. The camera 2 in the library just lost focus. Weird. It's like someone put a paw over the lens. Headmistress Ashford? We are here to learn. Are we allowed to be here? That was just gravity, right? Just gravity?
Meter spiking to red. Oscar, stop fidgeting.
I'm nervous. I need comfort food. Oscar! Audio spike just triggered a response. Something is moving in the hallway behind you. Okay. No snacks. Got it.
This is where the students slept. Flash, any thermal signatures?
Yeah, bed number 4. It's 20 degrees colder than the rest of the room. Olivia is standing right next to it. Feels sad here. Lonely. Anyone awake?
You guys hear that? It came from the corner.
Guys, the motion sensors in the hallway are lighting up like a Christmas tree. She's doing bed check. She's coming to see if you're asleep. I'm sleeping. Look at me. I'm sleeping.
Cafeteria. Students ate here every day. Laugh, talk, live normal lives. Now look at it.
Do you smell that? Oscar, there's nothing. No. I smell something. Old bread. Mystery meat. Anything. The kitchen is right there, guys. Right there. If there were any ghost chips left.
Oscar, focus.
It's all gone. Every last crumb. Not even ghost food. This place is haunted. There's something here. I can feel it. But it's different from the hallway. This isn't anger. This is that something younger, right?
Digital recorder session. Right here, right now.
Everyone stay quiet. No chips. No commentary. No whispered food reviews. We're not here to harm anyone. We're here to listen. My name is Olivia. If there's a student still in this cafeteria, if someone is still here, please speak to us. Tell us your name. Tell us what happened to you. Did the chair just...
Do not.
You're safe. He can't hear us right now. It's just us. Can you tell us, are you still here? Are you stuck here? N-O-P-E. I'm stopping the recording. Let's play it back.
Flash, you seeing all this? Every second of it. Oscar's face alone is worth the whole investigation. Flash, I will unplug your monitors.
Everyone, listen. You're safe. He can't hear us right now. It's just us. Can you tell us,
He's coming.
are you still here?
He's always
Are you
coming.
stuck here?
Who's coming? I think we all know who's coming. We need to get to the detention room. Ow.
He heard you. We believe you. I'm sorry.
There it is. Enter only when summoned. We were not summoned. I am formally registering that we were not summoned. Flash, write that down. Noted. Also, your EMF is already reading 0.8, just standing in the hallway. That's the highest reading of the whole night.
He's in there. I can feel it from here. Air is different. It's compressed.
Go in slow. Stay together. Equipment stays rolling. No sudden movement. No raised voices. I know. Stop looking at me. Why is the chair so big? Why does a person need a chair that big?
The energy in here is intense. Like the room itself is holding its breath.
EMF just jumped. 2.4. I want everyone to know that 2.4 is not good. Hold position. Everyone stop. Let the equipment leave. Maybe she stepped out.
Anyone else just...
Nobody move. Not 1 inch. That's a ruler. That's a ruler sound. Guys, thermal camera. Teacher's desk. There's a heat signature forming. It's faint, but it's there. And it's the shape of someone sitting in that chair. Flash, when you say faint, it's getting stronger.
I think she's known since we walked through the door.
Headmistress Ashford? We heard a student's voice in the cafeteria tonight. A student who is still afraid of you. We just want to understand what happened here. We want to give that student a voice. Is that a good sign? Is the tapping stopping a good... That is it! I'm not a student. I do not attend this school. I do not accept detention.
need to leave.
We see you, Headmistress. We have it all on camera. And so will everyone watching it. Go! Move! Now!
I have been to actual detention in actual school, and it is nothing like that. We got it on the thermal. We
got all of it. Ashford Manor boarding school. We came here tonight because the student's voice was never heard. I think they were heard tonight.
He's coming.
I just want to say, for the record, I did not run. That was a very fast walk, under very extreme circumstances. You screamed, "I do not accept detention," at a ghost Oscar. I stand by it. Okay, let's talk evidence. Because tonight was not a nothing night. Evidence piece 1, cafeteria. Olivia's digital recorder session. Listen carefully between the questions. Can you tell us, are you still
He's
here?
coming. He's
Are you stuck
always
here?
coming.
Students still trapped in that cafeteria all these years. Still afraid of her. That's a kid's voice. That's actually a kid's voice.
We believe that's a residual hunt. That student's fear was so overwhelming, it imprinted on the building itself. The cafeteria held it. Evidence piece 2, Splash.
This is the thermal camera. Detention room. Watch a teacher's desk. You can see it start faint. Just a shimmer. And then... He stood up. Right when you challenged her, Mudgie. He stood up.
She wanted us to know she was in charge. That she is still in charge of that room. And I think she always will be.
The chair is still too big.
Ashford Manor gave us pieces of evidence tonight that we will never forget. EVP that breaks your heart. Thermal footage that will keep you up at night. Both of them tell the same story. That what happens in these walls have a mark that time hasn't erased. The headmistress's rules still apply inside that building. We were lucky she let us leave.
You've ever felt like your voice wasn't heard? Like no one was listening? Know that we listen. That's why we do this. And if you are somehow watching this from inside that school, put that ruler down. School's out.
That's season 3 of the Ghost Otters. Thank you, genuinely, for every single investigation you've watched with us this season. Every comment, every theory, every "I watched this at 2 a.m. and I regret it." We read every single one. If you want to help us keep investigating, hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you never miss a case file, and leave us a comment below. What was the scariest moment of season 3 for you? We genuinely want to know.
Take care of yourselves out there. Stay curious. Stay brave. Consider it a tip. I'm adding ghost gratuity to the budget. Everyone, Even the one that just said Oscar needs therapy. You're probably right.
Season 4 is coming. We'll see you in the next one.